set for Wednesday, September 3. To the political scene now, and the first contention since the official start of the campaign occurred yesterday when the PNP elder, stalwart KD Knight, reacted to the governing Jamaica Labour Party's campaign chairman, Dr. Christopher Tufton, using at the JLP mass rally in Halfway Tree on Sunday evening an audio recording which, according to Dr. Tufton, is the voice of KD Knight chastising the PNP President Mark Golding, saying he should never be made Prime Minister of Jamaica, that he is unfit to be Prime Minister of Jamaica, which was quite devastating. Yes? But in a statement on Monday, that's last evening, KD Knight denounced the recording, saying it's a fabrication and was manipulated.
I want to make it abundantly clear that it is a manipulated recording, that it is a lie, and that I have never, ever, neither publicly nor privately, ever made any comment that Mark Golding is unsuitable to be the Prime Minister of Jamaica. I have never said that.
That's KD Knight in a recording circulated to media houses last evening. According to Mr. Knight, he is actively working to ensure Golding and the PNP are elected to government. He says he believes Golding is well suited for the job. He also believes he has been defamed by the recording played by the JLP at their mass meeting on Sunday.
Dr. Tufton, you will hear from my lawyers because you have defamed me. And it is not that you have done anything that is not expected. Because when you and your party have reached this desperate position where you now are, the desperation that sets in will cause you to do as you did, resort to lies.
KD Knight hitting back. Well, Dr. Tufton, within the hour last evening, hit back as well. Yes, at KD Knight, saying the recording played at the mass meeting where the former cabinet minister was heard criticizing Mark Golding is authentic. So Christopher Tufton is saying, bring it on, KD. The recording of you is authentic, genuine. He says the recording is as real as it gets.
I have taken note of KD Knight's comments and threats of legal action. I am not intimidated by those positions. I've made a comment based on the evidence that is available in the public domain. The facts are that KD Knight has attempted to discredit, based on his conviction and how it was expressed, the leader of the PNP, Mark Golding. He did so in a particular context. Yes, I agree, but the facts remain. He can now not try to disassociate himself from those comments that he have made, including comments about fundraising and the unethical approach to fundraising by the Golding team when they were involved in a campaign. So I stand by that position.
Dr. Tufton went on to say that KD Knight's comments cast doubt about Golding's suitability for the role of Prime Minister.
I am disappointed that on this occasion he's attempting to change what he has said on record, and it leads me to believe that he's not at this point operating as a man with a conviction or with principle. That is quite unfortunate, and I will stand by my position, hold my position, because it is a matter of fact, and it does lead to questions about Mark Golding's integrity, about his judgment, and about his capacity to provide leadership, not just for his party, as KD Knight was referring, but also, frankly speaking, for the country.
Dr. Christopher Tufton, the campaign chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party. So, is it bogus, the recording? Is it fake? Is it AI? People have been questioning. Yeah. The JLP and Tufton are saying it is genuine. Yeah. KD is saying that it is manipulated. Yes. Meaning that somehow it was doctored to have him give the impression that he was castigating Golding, yeah, saying that he should not be Prime Minister. We're going to play that clip for you. Find that clip for me. So if you missed it, you'll hear what it says. All right? That's after the break. So KD Knight says it's a fabrication. Tufton says it's genuine. What it is, we don't know. But this is what the JLP played in Halfway Tree on Sunday night, if you missed it.
We cannot trust them or their leader and that party to take this country forward. We're at a delicate stage. And guess what? I know me, so you can't trust them to run Jamaica. And them say so.
Idiot. You have to face reality.
Listen.
You have to face reality. That Mark Golding must never become Prime Minister of Jamaica. These realities must be faced. These are realities. These are realities. Mark Golding must never become Prime Minister of Jamaica.
I want you to take a guess as to who says so. I know me says so. A KD Knight says so. Them say if Frisch go river bottom and tell you say no go down there, don't go down the labor rights.
Was what was said, and it is now a flashpoint on the campaign trail. Because KD Knight is saying no, it's a lie, it's defamatory. The Labour Party is saying, it's you, KD. You said every word there. Well, today, Tuesday, the PNP is set to unveil its manifesto at the Pegasus this evening. And it's a little early, but given the fact that the PNP has been accused that it has not put forward a coherent, viable, credible alternative message, they cannot be accused here now of being too early. Yeah, manifestos usually come after nomination day, but I think this one is overdue. Yes, from the opposition. So this evening at 7 o'clock, they'll be unveiling their manifesto, their policy alternative. At the same time, Dr. Tufton told us yesterday in that interview that the JLP's manifesto is ready and the parties are waiting the appropriate time to unveil it.
It is in a position where we can, if we need to, discuss or launch, but there's a timing that we think is appropriate. You know, policy is evolves, and therefore there's always considerations around additional programs that we may want to add or review. And that's the nature of how this thing works. So the long short of it is that a lot of work has gone in our manifesto, and at the appropriate time it will be tabled and discussed.
Dr. Christopher Tufton, the campaign chair for the Jamaica Labour Party. Just before we go, we have prepared for you several election nuggets, did you know features, because we're trying to get you up to speed on not only what is coming from the platform, from the field, but some of the knowledge that we have built up in doing elections in Jamaica since 1944. Yes? So here's our first this morning, Did You Know, as we cover the race to 32. And I got a message yesterday from a listener asking me to explain why race to 32. we have said it, and let me repeat. On election night, September 3, whichever party gets the 32 seats first wins the election. It's as simple as that. There are 63 seats in the parliament. A majority is 32. If you win a majority, you form government. Hence, it's a race to 32. Right? There's a view as well that it could be a close election. Yes? So both parties are focused on getting over the line. And to get over the line, they have to win a minimum of 32. Hence, the race to 32.
In the race to 32, facts matter. Did you know that 1997 marked the first time that observers were allowed into a polling station to observe the taking of the poll during a general election? Yes, that's a fact. An international team of observers, including former U.S. President Jimmy Carter, retired chairman of the U.S. Joint Chief of Staff General Colin Powell, and heavyweight boxing champion Evander Holyfield, accompanied by Citizens Action for Free and Fair Elections Cafe, were allowed inside select polling stations to witness persons in the process of casting their ballots. Both groups reported that while there were administrative shortcomings by the Electoral Office of Jamaica, the election result reflected the will of the Jamaican voters. This nationwide Did You Know fact is part of our coverage for the race to 32 as we preview the next general election.
Interesting Did You Know fact. The first team of international observers came here in 1997 for the elections of that year. Yeah? The late former U.S. President Jimmy Carter, also the late retired chairman of the U.S. Joint Chief of Staff of Jamaican parentage, General Colin Powell. Yes? The heavyweight boxing champion Evander Holyfield, yeah, was also in that team. Cafe also did their first election. And there will be another team of observers for the 2025 September 3 elections. Cafe was led by the late great educator of caste and UTEC fame, Dr. Alfred Sangster. Yes? And then we have another one for you, or election nugget, number 13, as we go down to the race to 32.
This is the nationwide election nugget.
Of the 18 elections held since universal adult suffrage in Jamaica, only 2 have been held in September. Both were held on the 3rd of the month, and both resulted in a victory for the governing Jamaica Labour Party. In September 3, 2007, JLP leader Bruce Golding led his party to victory over the incumbent Simpson Miller government. The JLP secured 32 seats to the PNP's 28. In September 3, 2020, the JLP under Dr. Andrew Holness swept aside the PNP to win a second term in office, securing 49 seats to the PNP's 14. Dr. Holness is again seeking a September 3 mandate, perhaps hoping that the third time will indeed be the charm.
That was a nationwide election nugget.
Thank you very much to the team for that. Let's go to the break after.